more, but when you don't use a language for anything, it's kind of
Yeah,
like,
of course.
yeah. Okay. Everything's fine now. Everything's working in the universe.
That's great.
Nice.
I haven't broken anything yet. That's the good part. Okay, that's the good part. Everything's up. Everything shows. Cool. And I need to make sure I can find the... There it is. When you're live streaming and you want to check YouTube, you have to like go to your page and reload it, and then it just pops up.
Okay, I think I'm in.
That's good.
Yep. Okay.
How much do you guys know about Hercule Poirot? It's a very random question.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Hercule Poirot.
Yeah,
Wait, you guys? Yeah, Poirot. It's a comic. It's a comic. It's a detective story from Agatha Christie. Am I being really British here, and am I the only one who knows who she is?
No, we know who she is.
Cool.
We know.
Cool.
We read books about with her.
I know.
It's Sophie.
Where?
It's Sozu and I. And we should get more people coming soon since I posted the thing. You know what sucks with Webtoon is that you cannot have like you cannot click on it in the link and you cannot like copy paste.
Yeah, they did that because they wanted to stop people from using it like the way people use YouTube sometimes. Some channels are like really abusive of the ability to share information. So because that's what they did it for, they err on the side of like being overly strict on their implementation. It's really annoying. A lot of channels do that. A lot of companies do that now. Imager doesn't let you post links on their site. Hey, look, it's Michi.
Yeah, it's Michi.
And Soksu. Soksu 666 because she's a demon.
Sophie. I think Sozu is a very complicated name to pronounce. So
I say it. I say it like as if there's a K and an S and a U. So SOKSU. Soksu.
Sozu. Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It's not fluid. It's like Sozu.
I'm gonna pre-warn people. Like Twitch might break, just like to people who are on. Twitch might break, so if it breaks, just go to YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, and it's stable, and it's technically kind of better for dealing with like lots of people.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yay,
Hello.
we have people coming.
Yay, people. Just gonna check those numbers. Cool, nothing has exploded. People are on YouTube. Twitch. That's very uncommon that people are on YouTube.
Because I shared the link, shared the YouTube link. Because you told me to share the YouTube link, so
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I forget. Okay, look, I don't remember everything I say to you. Don't remind me. I'm doing my best.
Okay, all right.
Kaz is technically indisposed at this moment because Kaz is in a weird time zone where she has to like wake up.
Okay, that's fine. Well, it's just like 7:30 p.m., so it's not that bad.
Let's see. There's a way to see like both chats, and I can share it to both of you if you wanted to, but I don't know if you.
But we can, like on Twitch, we see the Twitter. Not Twitter. We see on Twitch.
High level.
We see like
you see, this is the genius.
Comments.
This is the genius.
What genius?
God damn it! I swear to God.
The thing is, I never use Twitter. I never fucking use Twitter. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I do see the comments.
I just judge you. Yeah. I'm the only one that's judging you.
You're judging me.
Yeah, constantly.
Okay. All right. You know, like I'm constantly judged, anyways.
Let's see. I've been singing Christmas songs despite the fact that the year has already begun because
oh my God! Don't tell me about Christmas songs.
Like that's all I've been doing.
I work in pharmacy and they were playing Christmas songs like all the fucking days.
You know, like during Christmas, I
just had like Oh my god, it was
I was
awful.
close in my room working, so I wasn't out, and then I wasn't like in contact of any Christmas vibe. I was a sad week in my room working. I was like lost in the countryside, kind of like there's like absolutely no one, and my neighbor is like the ocean, so
Well, that's nice.
My neighbor is the ocean. Such high level, high
no,
quality.
seriously, like I just looked beside me, it's like the freaking sea, okay, and yeah, so yeah.
I need to. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. You having fun there?
Okay.
You good? You good? Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I'm just making sure, love. I'm happy you
she
good.
likes to lick people. She just like flirt all the time. Our rings.
Let's just center that 12. I forgot to make one thing. It's not important. It's not like a relevant thing I forgot. It's just something I realized that I could have just done that I didn't want to do. But I'm doing it now.
What is it?
I was like, oh wait, I could put a thing that shows when people subscribe on YouTube. And I was like, no wait, they're both happening at the exact same time. Everything might crash. Fuck.
Seems complicated.
It's complicated. It's a complicated emotional state to be in. Oh,
okay.
Thank God. Thank you, people, for being on YouTube and making sure that the Twitch doesn't explode so that I can actually use it. And I can actually read chat. Oh God.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on YouTube. That's nice.
A lot of people on YouTube. It's great. Because
Yeah,
YouTube is so stable.
It's for Purple Hyacinth. It is for Purple Hyacinth.
I missed the comic Purple Hyacinth.
Oh,
This is for Purple Hyacinth.
Coming back.
No, I miss drawing. Okay, like I've been.
Hey, Lat's there. Hey, Lat. What's
They're
up?
freaking typing the story for the past like month, 2 months. I don't even remember. It's such a fucking.
I mean, look, you're working hard and it's gonna pay off, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
You don't have Twitch account. That's why we're on YouTube. No, that's fine. Like, I'd rather you're on YouTube sometimes because it's just YouTube. YouTube won't break. I keep saying it.
Let me see how many people actually click on the link.
Oh no! Like, can you check that?
Huh?
Can you check that?
Check what?
Wait, you said clicked on the link. Wait.
Oh yeah, no, because like I posted the thing on Instagram story, so I can just like I can swipe up to see who clicked on the link.
Yeah.
And there's 24 people that clicked on the link on Instagram. So I think most people came from
Webtoon. Yeah, a lot of them are just like Webtoon. Don't forget the feeling of drawing. Ink says you should practice doodles. Have you guys been drawing this entire time?
Yeah,
just writing?
I've been doing like figure drawings.
Oh God.
Figure drawings. Looking at naked people all day. Yeah.
This is the dream, right? This is the goal. Like
I mean, I kind of lost. I lost my eye virginity. Of being an artist. Okay. Like,
wait.
Okay.
Take like
so
3 steps back. Say that sentence again, and let me understand what you just fucking said. I need you to say that sentence again, because no, you don't get to escape. You need to feel the shame of saying what you just said.
No,
say that
I'm not ashamed, okay? Because everyone says that. I said eye virginity.
Because you just came in and said, "I've lost my eye virginity."
Like,
I don't.
People, I don't know. Like us here in college, we all say that. It's like a running common joke between us. So yeah, like I go to college and then like first week, they just put like a naked model in front of us, and then I was like, great, yeah. And then now I'm just like used to it.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that's nice to know.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Like you guys should do it.
You know,
It's good.
I've heard a
like,
lot of
it's
people
good.
say a lot of things in my life. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things. I've never heard anybody say the word eye virginity. My eye virginity.
Now you do.
Today I lost my eye virginity. Fucking Christ.
I mean, you don't do it. You just look at it.
Thanks.
And then you study it. You just study it. So
I needed that palate cleanser. And
Purple Hyacinth is life. Pun
It's-
intended.
oh,
it's
God.
so inappropriate. I'm sorry.
It's not inappropriate. It's just you. That's good. It's good.
I feel like Lyfe is gonna follow me forever. Like I have Lyfe in my Instagram username,
Yeah, I know. You
but I'm
did.
not even like drawing Lyfe
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't know why you did that to yourself, but you're already here. Yeah.
Like I mean, I was thinking like maybe I should change to like Sophism Webtoon, but that's like very long. And someone took Sophism. Like
yeah, because
can
you know.
just go over?
PH is Sophism?
Yeah.
Like,
But that's so weird. You have like PHS. It's like you cannot pronounce that. PHS.
Well, no, the reason they probably took Sophism is because they thought they were some clever philosopher. Sophism is a philosophical thing. And also, do you say ear virginity?
It's a no. Like everyone's saying they're losing their ear virginity. I don't know.
Yeah, because you just told them that you lost your eye. Can you blame them? Can you blame them for the utter terrifying words you have spoken? Spake? Is that the word? Do I say spake? God damn it.
oh no.
Kaz is not here, and I think she's passed out, which means I might have to start without. But to be fair, we've got like 10 minutes before we fully get into the thing, and I start asking you questions like
yeah.
Oh god, I had a joke then I couldn't say it because it was too inappropriate.
I don't know like the audience age range, so
technically your audience age range is 13 to 17.
Okay, so on Instagram what I see is that I have 17-24, but I feel like this is not like reliable.
No, it's not reliable. Your fan age range ends about 17. Like starts about
like
17.
I
like
have talked to fans that are like 30 or like 40 years old, and I have talked to fans that are like 11.
Dude,
so
I put out my comic, and that's the same thing that happened. It was like there's one person who reads us that's like 9, and I'm like, why are you reading this? There's blood everywhere. And there's one person that reads it that's like 40, and then I'm like, why are you reading this? What are you doing?
Oh my god. Okay, I think the weirdest thing to talk to like someone who is older than me, like like 40 years old fan. Okay, like I go talk to them, and I feel like I need to be extremely polite. Like they are like being
I know what you mean.
respectful to me because they're like, oh my god, I love your work, and I'm just like, wait, you're older than me, so like, what the fuck? What do I do?
That's the entire feeling, man. Like,
yeah.
It's look, 25. We've got a 25 and a 17 and a 19. Oh, 40 isn't really that bad. 40 isn't bad. Nobody said 40 is bad.
I go on Instagram, okay, and I see the stats, and there are people that are fucking 60-ish.
Look, 40 isn't bad. I'm not saying 40 is bad. All I'm saying is that I don't know why you're reading my content, and it's kind of terrifying because at 40 you should probably have been reading better shit than what I'm making to be reading what I'm making. It's like I'm like at that age you've seen so much content. Why are you coming here?
Jeez.
That is my reason for being scared of older people. It's just like, why?
I mean, people are always going to impress you, so
Bro.
yeah. I mean, I learned that a lot. Like since I got more popular on the platform, and then like people just keep impressing me.
Oh yeah.
Like the fans. Yeah.
Your fans are nice fans.
There's like all type of people.
Yeah. I can't read your comment section for shit. I'll be honest with you. I tried. Like, because before every podcast, we try to research.
Like, these days, I'm kind of like avoiding the comment section because I know that most of it is just like people asking me where I'm gonna lunch. and I'm featured, but like, why there's no more comics? And then other stuff is like, oh my god, your drawing looks so much like Kimchi, and
Oh god.
I'm just like, well,
Oh
okay.
How to
wait,
treat
do you
yourself in
remember?
like 3 seconds
So
compared to I Love You.
so do you remember
Oh
the
my
first time
God.
I spoke to you? That was like a year ago. You were live streaming with
Yeah.
Mai and some other people, and
I think the first time I was in Isaki's live stream, I
yeah,
didn't stay very long, but I stayed
yeah.
longer with Sophie.
Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
I saw you streaming, and I remember the thing I told you because you said someone said your art looks like kimchi. I don't think it looks like kimchi. I said it looks like Soul Cartel, the webtoon Soul Cartel.
Oh yeah? I
Yeah,
don't know. I didn't read it.
you literally went to check it out when I said it. Literally like the moment I
Okay,
said it.
I will do that. I do that. So, okay, so
You said you
I
sound
love
like
Kimchi. Okay,
Jaden.
I think she's like, I think she's awesome. I really respect her. But damn, like, how can my art look so much like hers? Like, I don't understand.
I don't think it looks like hers. Hers is too different.
Hmm.
I don't know the words for it. It's just
Nice
different.
insights.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Did I hear kimchi instead of kimchi? Oh, Kaz is here, which is great. And if you're wondering,
Okay.
they said,
Hi.
"Yay!" You're just waiting for me to say that you're
Sorry,
here.
wait.
God, Kaz, you're
Okay.
so loud.
Okay. Some people are confused, like, who is who.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We introduce you. We'll introduce people later. We're just for now. I need
Okay.
to wait. Kaz, can you say something 1 second, love?
Maybe I'm cheated, you know.
Say what?
Oh God, you are so loud.
Sorry, I think you need to adjust like
Yeah.
volume and all
I
that.
adjusted everything.
I think
I adjusted then.
have you like lost your settings or something?
Dude, like, do you know how long it's been since I've opened OBS for this purpose?
Yeah. It's been a while since our
Yeah.
last like show, so I mean you
Exactly.
the cute hello is probably symbol of how excited we are.
All right. I mean, I think I should move to the screen considering your hair. I mean, it's 10 minutes before proper start, but it's a good time to do
Holy
introduction.
crap! I hope we got that many viewers.
Yeah, I know, right? It's insane.
Is that a lot? What?
I mean,
That
considering
is a lot.
we have gone somewhere. Let me just.
That's great.
Production value, guys. I
Nice.
added a transition. It's great. Took me days.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So, like, let me just do the quick introduction so everyone knows who's
I
who
should
and who's
have
what.
put the whale picture on
You
it.
should have put the whale picture.
Whale?
We gave
Yeah.
you the choice to put whatever you wanted.
I
You didn't
know,
take
but I
it.
felt like people wouldn't understand. They were like, "Why would you put a freaking whale?"
I mean,
Like,
this comes
there's
from
a
the
lot.
end card,
There's,
doesn't
like-
it? Right?
Yeah,
There's a lot to talk
the end
about
part.
the whale. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I will actually ask about that later. Now I want to know more. But let me just do the quick
gosh,
intro.
the falling animation is adorable.
Thank you. It's zebra
The
making.
falling. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
There-
I think we should like.
There is one. For
I think we
subscribe
should
too,
start properly.
But it's broken.
Yeah. There's another one for subscriptions, but
Yeah.
we don't have subscriptions available yet.
I mean, on YouTube
hopefully
they
with-
subscribe, but I broke it. So we're not putting that on yet.
I think we need to run through like who's who in terms of sounds, because I think we can all identify who the guy is. Like the soul guy, the soul thorn among the roses
every
is
podcast.
Nen.
What the? You just call me a thorn. I feel insulted.
I'm joking, Bab.
I feel
I'm
insulted.
joking, Bab. We love you, really. We love you, really. Yeah. So that's Nen. So that's Nen, the only dude, the very British sounding dude, and who is represented by the African
black
dude in a
guy.
beanie there. Yeah, I'm trying to be politically correct here, man. I'm
too
trying
late
to be
for you.
politically correct here.
It's too late for you. Just say the word.
Okay.
All right, like.
And I'm the one speaking right now. That's me. I'm Kaz, and I'm the one in the red. In the red waistcoat with glasses. And then you've got Soph and F. I think you two should take turns to like speak and see and say who's who. So start with Soph.
Okay, so hi, I'm Soph, and I think you guys know I'm the one with the cap. Yeah.
Yep. She's the drawer who draws.
Yeah, I'm the whale. Okay, next.
All right, and I'm F. I'm the one with the blonde hair, and I write the episodes.
Yep.
You write everything.
Wow, that's a lot of people. I mean, how many have we got on have we got on
Most of
YouTube?
them are on YouTube because YouTube is stable and not breaking, and it's great.
That is true, yeah. Okay, I mean, just give me a moment, man. Just like, I mean, bring up the running order of other things
said,
as well.
Why does Soph sound like she's 16, 17?
Because I'm only 18 years old.
Oh, bless.
You know, people say I look. Okay, one of my friends, they say I look like I'm 16, like 14, and like, wow. Asian people do look young though.
Asian don't raisin, if you remember.
Oh
I'm
God.
18. So you cannot blame me to sound like I'm freaking 16 years old.
The thing is though, right? I mean, I mean, you've all seen the 10 years? I mean, 10 years challenge, right?
That's stupid, but yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and the 10 years like growing up challenge, and then all the Asians on my feed. I mean, especially also some I mean, black people also on my feed who are posting like before and after photos. I'm just like unless they were practically fetuses 10 years ago, there's like no change.
I don't know. Like some people change a lot, but like if I look at back at my high school pictures, and then I didn't change much. Like I don't even look like I went through puberty, so.
You know what's great, Soph, is that you never stop saying things that I don't expect you to say.
Then you had the privilege of spending extra time with them. So
is that nice? So
the
I
beginning,
always, like,
yeah. I mean,
it keeps you like it's not boring, so it's good.
Yeah,
No?
sure. Sukara, Sidhu, Sir William Gage said, "How long are we going to be streaming? Somewhere between about an hour to 2 hours. Because we want to get to all the questions by the time we get to it. Usually we take for these shows. Sometimes it ends up being 2 hours, but on average about an hour and a half. So if you're gonna,
So this time I do have somewhere to be, so we'll try and keep it about an hour and a half. It wasn't planned. Like all of a sudden, oh god, I've got to go somewhere. But we because this is the first show of the year, we've got we're really excited for this, so we'll try and give you as much as possible.
That's nice. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
someone says I sound like a little girl. What? Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Like
no,
I mean,
okay. It
happens.
Like normally people say I sound like a little boy. Like I sound like a 12 years old boy. Like when I call back to my family in China. Okay, when I call back to my family in China for like Happy New Year, and they're like, "Are you your brother?" Because they think I'm my brother 10 years ago because my voice is like a little boy's voice instead of like a woman.
Oh gosh. When you you mean your brother's pre-puberty voice?
Yeah. I don't know, though. So it kind of surprises me that people think I sound like a little girl. I don't get that a lot.
I
Right. Okay.
want you to understand this, Kaz. While you weren't here, this conversation started with, what was this phrase again? I lost my eye virginity. That's where we started.
What?
That's what she said. I did not say anything. I was good. I was happy. I was being a good boy. All right. And this girl comes out here with her salacious language.
Well, seems like we have a good start to the year.
Can we just forget about this?
No.
Oh gosh. No, you're not late. We haven't started the interview proper yet. Like, I think for this show we might. I mean, I will try to make a balance between like answering questions throughout the show and also like having a segment for questions. But should we get started proper? Like, I don't think we need like our formal intro.
No, we can just start like we always do now, which is just talking.
Yeah, we've pretty much gone through like introductions of like who's who and like what they do, but I think we should mention our sponsor first beforehand, like before anything, because we're a proper show and all that.
This is the only reason I'm on the show is to say sponsors.
Yeah, so this episode and like for the ones we like for quite some time beforehand has been brought to you by Mosabox. And then would you like to tell our viewers all about Mosabox?
Mosabox is an amazing chance for you to get some really good merch from your favorite creators. All your animal shit. You can get that online on his site, shop.mosa.moe, at good discount prices. And if you use our code WCHUB, that is WCHUB, you can get about $5 off your order. Oh, look, it came up in the chat. How wonderful.
The time, yes, Scarlett's just like, brought that up for you. So
if
worth noting is that.
No, wait, I wanted to
Yeah,
say
sorry.
something creepy. If you're a weird person who's really into 2B, Mosa has a poster of 2B in there, and it's very good.
How can you be weird if you're into 2B though?
Because
but I
if
can
you're into
say
2B in a weird way, she's a robot.
Oh god, but yeah, I can say that we have got like we have got Webtoon people working with Mosa. Kari has got some Exco stuff on there, and he's soon to bring in some more new Webtoon creators who want to sell their merch online as well, but can't afford to print their own or go to cons because of timing or whatever logistics. So yeah, creators, if you are interested in getting your merch out there at certain North American cons, but the setup cost is a bit daunting to you, or traveling to cons is a little bit scary to you, Mosa can take care of it for you, and you get a cut of the proceeds. So yeah, worth having a look.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh bless. Alright, let's I think since we don't need the intros, we would talk about who's who. Think we can just pretty much start briefly with each person's little bit of backstory about how you guys got into doing what you do now, being creative and stuff like that. So let's start with Soph. How did you get into drawing and creating comics and webtoons and all that?
Okay, it's kind of weird for me because I was drawing before, I was painting and stuff, but I didn't take it seriously. I honestly thought that drawing was very stupid and useless. I didn't get it. I think I was I think I was hey, I think I was not bad with it. I was good at reproducing stuff. I would look at a picture and I was able to reproduce it very well. And but I didn't get it. I was just doing it because people would tell me that I was good with that, but I found it really stupid. I was okay, so if I have to draw this map, why would I draw it and not take a picture with that? So yeah, there's that. And then after that, comics, I started drawing comics. It makes drawing less stupid for me, because with drawing I can tell a story, and for me telling a story is much more important than just drawing. So I decided to choose drawing as a format to tell a story. Yeah, that's pretty much.
So once drawing had a purpose for you, then it sort of took off a bit more then.
Yeah, and then I started to properly learn anatomy and stuff like that. And that was 3 years ago.
Wow, 3 years ago, and you've come quite a long way then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have a lot of bad drawings from back then.
I think a lot of us can relate to that. Yeah. I think if you ever try to learn drawing properly, besides just I'll just draw then. Okay, yeah, so F. Sorry. Yeah. How about you? How did you get started in this whole creative thing?
Well, when I was younger, I was really a big bookworm, so I read a lot and I was writing a lot of stuff. And I really like to write in general and also to draw. So actually, when we were in high school together, it was kind of not a real competition between the both of us, but we would help each other out with our drawings, and we kind of improved, because I was really good at drawing human faces, and she was really good at drawing pretty much anything else. And but really I prefer to write, also because I really I really like to tell stories, and I'm more used to write novels and short texts. I actually wrote a book which I'm trying to publish. And then
Ooh.
Soph came to me one day and she was like, "Hey, would you like to like start a webtoon together?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally." So we just starting like doing this webtoon together.
So like, how did you both like end up meeting each other again?
High school.
High school.
Yeah, through a mutual friend.
So you both know each other in real life then?
Yeah.
It's really interesting because the first show we ever had, which was with Clip 104 and Talis, who writes Score My Heart, they come from different countries altogether, and this is the first time we had like a creative duo who work together, who actually like know each other in real life. So it's aw for us.
That's great.
It really is aw. I mean, okay, there's some. I think someone here like was just asking if Soph gives drawing lessons.
I don't. No, I don't. Like, I gave one once, and it was reread on a live stream. But
so it's just
I don't.
tips thing, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't give drawing lessons. I don't have time for that.
Sorry, you can hear my dogs like being quite excited about like the prospects of drawing lessons. So if you hear some dogs in the background, they're mine. Really is.
I apologize
I
for
gave
chicken
like
nugget
piano
dogs.
lessons before, but that's it.
Oh, and that okay.
Seriously?
Gosh.
You play the piano? That's awesome. I say
Thank
that
you.
knowing that I have seen an Instagram story of you playing the piano, and I'm just like, oh, this is new information.
Good job. Okay.
Okay, so I mean, when it comes to music, was that something that you were taught like pretty much all your life as well, Soph?
Okay, so music compared to drawing, I have been doing music for a much longer time, and I actually had like some not too serious lessons, but kind of serious. Like my teacher was kind of intense back in the days. Bad experience. And then yeah, I started playing piano when I was 8, so it's been 10 years. Yeah, I played a lot of advanced stuff, so yeah.
Oh, did you do grade exams for music, or do they not have?
Actually, no. I said fuck it. Like I didn't want to do it.
I feel you. So
No, I mean,
much.
I get her though, because like a lot of people in Asia, especially, like we go for graded exams. Like I went through the whole graded shebang as well. So I mean, to find people who never really went through it, like but still went for lessons is a little bit rare. So yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Do you guys have other? And so Avocado Dreams asks, do you guys have other hobbies other than drawing or writing?
I like playing piano.
Other than piano.
Interesting.
You live an
like...
exciting life.
Oh yeah. I don't do much because I'm so busy doing webtoons all the time that I don't have much time to do anything else. But I enjoy like watching TV shows, hanging out with friends. That's pretty much it.
Pretty much being a regular teen, like adolescent.
Yeah, I don't know about
TV.
F. F is a lot like me.
Ooh, yeah. F, would you like to say then? Like, what other hobbies do you have other than drawing or writing or
Playing piano.
playing piano battle? I think someone said that you guys should piano battle.
No.
No, Soph would definitely win.
Aww.
God damn.
Yeah, so pretty much similar interest then.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. I mean, Momo Gigi's asking if you're attending North American cons this year. Any of you?
So I bought. Okay, so I was planning to go to C2E2, but might not go based on like if Webtoon the company is gonna go or not. But yeah.
Okay. I mean,
yeah.
Is that like what is that? How does that affect? Wait, what? I'm confused.
Well, it doesn't affect much. It's just that like if I go there, I want to meet the Webtoon people. So
okay,
that's all.
I
yeah.
see what's going on. All right, cool.
Okay. I've seen a number of questions asking about if you guys were self-taught or you went for any classes at any point for your hobbies, like drawing and writing. So, have you ever taken like courses at all at some point for writing at all, or are you completely self-taught and practiced?
Completely self-taught.
Yeah. And so for your drawing, also completely self-taught, or?
I like to believe so. Like I would give the credit to myself because like I learned most of like all the practice and everything. Like I did it myself, but I cannot deny that I actually took some drawing classes, but like that was very useless, like super useless. I think I was 8 years old or something, and then I was in a class, and then I was like drawing giraffes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I know like 3-4 years ago, I was taking like another drawing class, and I was learning how to draw cubes and shading cubes, but I already knew how to do them. So yeah,
Ooh.
I had lessons, but I wouldn't give credit to the lessons I took.
Yeah, I mean, like not every lesson like teaches you like why it's useful or stuff like that, right?
It's just I didn't. Nah, I guess so. It's like drawing. You actually don't need a teacher to become good at.
If you know what to look for, yeah, that's true. Right. I mean, we're seeing a number of questions. Like we'll get this out of the way, and anyone else who's asked the same question again, viewers, you can tell the answer to. So a lot of you have been asking what is going to happen to Lyfe, and I think a lot of the I think the authors already covered it in the episodes themselves. But I think we should make it clear once and for all. Lyfe is pretty much ended, right? So
yeah, it's discontinued.
It's discontinued because Purple Hyacinth is getting featured. Don't ask much about what else is going to happen. If there are updates, and I think there might be some like mentions of the end parts of the story, they will get uploaded. But that is pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and that's pretty much what the author said. So please respect the wishes. That Lyfe's pretty much like done, and Then, I mean, if anyone else asks a question that come in later for the interview, viewers, you can do your thing. Just mention it's discontinued. That's it. And there's only so much time there is to focus on one series, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you for clearing that up.
Indeed.
Yeah. I think we just I think we just needed to get out of the way because I've been seeing that asked a few times now. So right. Speaking about webtoons, let's talk briefly about the process of making one. Workflow and stuff, because I think it differs from author to author. So, and especially because we've got both of you here and different people writing and drawing. So, how does an episode start being made? How do you start?
We start out by planning the story together, and we made the outline for the entire season, and then we make an outline for each episode, and then once we're set with the outline, I write the script, the dialogue, and also some indications on what panels Soph could make, and then Soph takes my script and makes an awesome chapter with it.
Wow. Do you guys go back and forth about when you start looking at panels and go, actually this panel could be maybe changed or altered a bit here and there?
Yeah, we always
and I'll also do that for a script when some stuff is not good enough, or sometimes she leaves blanks for me in the script, so I fill up that kind of stuff.
Oh wow! So that's pretty truly collaborative. So
yeah, really, she's the best partner ever.
Okay.
How so young.
I mean, total BFF ship kind of right there, almost.
That was cheesy.
Everyone's shipping the butler and the dead man, but the real ship here is
Soap and F. That's absolutely brilliant. I mean, when you talk about music to go with the episodes, how often does that happen? And I can imagine do you both also come up together with that as well? Is it mostly Soph?
Yeah, it's mostly me. But F, she would tell me sometimes she would show me some videos, and she's like, I want that kind of vibe, or what type of episodes. Or like when I do live streams and then I play something random and she's like, "Oh, that's good. I won't." And then yeah, but mostly I do the music.
Okay then. And how long between the two of you does like the process of making an episode take?
Well, we'll try to go for a week since that's what we have to do for the version.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine with schedules though, like it could be quite hard, like coordinating it between the two, like depending on how.
Yeah,
Like
pretty hard, but I think we're gonna make.
Yeah. So how do you guys juggle it? Like probably like between classes? I mean, like in the evenings, like when you're done with schooling and stuff, or?
Okay. So, well, we work on Purple Hyacinth during summer, mostly because of the contest. So back then we didn't have like school or anything, and then once school started, I don't think I posted that much either. Yeah. But like for me, I was like drawing the webtoon and going to college at the same time, and it was like quite something. Yeah. My friends always say like I'm fucking workaholic or something. And then now that I'm featured, I put a break on college and I'm just focusing on drawing webtoon.
Whoa! So you're taking a break from college then?
Yeah.
Wow.
What about
you,
F?
Well, I'm not taking a break from college, but yeah, like I work on it mostly during like vacation or breaks, and like during school, I don't have that much time, so like I'm trying to write as many episodes as possible while I'm still on vacation. So Soph has like chapters to work with, and yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, fitting all that work in between classes, I know very much how much of a pain in the ass it is.
Yeah. Like, writing a chapter can take me, like, 2 to 3 hours, but it sometimes can also take me, like, 10 hours because I just have, like, I don't know, I'm just not able to write it. So, yeah.
I mean, some scenes are harder than others. Like, I mean, we can't expect everything to be, like, smooth sailing, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like now we're writing an episode and it's kind of tricky. There's a lot of stuff we have to go over, so that's like 2-3 days and we still haven't finalized it yet.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. You guys have a date. Let's see, Purple Hyacinth. I mean, it's not up on feature just yet, is it? So
yeah.
We're still waiting up. So do you guys have a date, like when we can expect like the comic to transfer over to featured yet?
No, we don't have any specific date so far. But it's gonna be around like the end of March or April, like around that. But I don't have any promise about it. Like we don't. Yeah.
Good thing the people at Webtoon are quite understanding then. Yeah.
They know how to work with artists.
See, like the dogs are getting excited again. No, they're actually excited because there's food, but yeah.
I was gonna ask, this like Purple Hyacinth, like most stories go through a couple revisions, right? You know, you start somewhere, like you start from maybe there's a fork to all of a sudden the fork is a superhero. Where did you start for Purple Hyacinth? Like, how was that for you? How many iterations you go through, that kind of thing?
Okay, what I remember, like the first, we had this idea that actually the female lead is gonna be the assassin, and the guy was gonna be police officer. That was like the first version. Yeah, and then we also had this idea. I don't think it matters anymore because we're not gonna do it. But we had this idea of having like a kind of love triangle, and then but it's not very love triangle. It's complicated. And then Lauren was actually gonna date William at the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
Or like they were but we're not gonna do that anymore.
Oh god, chicken nugget dogs. People are talking about your dogs again.
Do you guys? Oh gosh, do you have to like briefly talk about like some of the running gags the show has because of chicken nugget dogs?
Chicken nugget
Please
dogs
do.
is a terrifying. Okay,
Okay.
so Kaz has a dog. It's called, what's it called again?
I've got three. But
the
it's
important
it's
one,
Sesame that's
not
the most
meaningless
famous.
dogs. Sesame.
And do
The
you mind?
one that counts is Sesame. Sesame doesn't know how
Okay,
to shut up, and I have threatened to take that dog and turn it into barbecue.
No, Sesame is a poodle, and because of his name, like he is actually a bit brownish, and there's a poodle fluff that there's a meme that goes around like is it a dog or is it a chick or is it fried chicken?
He looks like crispy
That's a
chicken.
really sick meme, but yeah.
Okay.
Sesame is Sesame like as a result Nen calls him chicken nugget or like
KFC
fried chicken
delicious,
dog.
man.
Do you mind? Like I know I'm Asian as well, but this is a really like sick kind of joke. No, we all love Sesame though. He's sort of like a secret mascot of some sort, but we haven't drawn him yet.
Okay.
I need to draw Sesame.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now if you know about chicken nugget on the show, where it comes from. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's go back to some like other questions. There's someone who's asked on YouTube, and it's Cyrillic text, so I can't read the name. Like
I could
wait.
Let me just figure out how to read it. Let me just figure out how to read it.
Nan, oh my god, you read Cyrillic? I thought
No, I can't.
mean,
but I can learn anything in like 10 minutes.
Don't you just love Google? Yeah. So someone's asking, where are you guys from? Because I was just wondering, since you have an accent that isn't American. I'm not sure how this makes like a big impact, but yeah, go ahead. Where tell the viewers where you guys from.
We're from Canada, but we're not that Canadian.
You don't say A.
A. Okay, so we're both like Canadians, but we're not like we don't look
Canadian.
Well, yeah, we don't look Canadian, and we're like we're in the only province that speak French, so there's that.
Good job.
And then, Quebec. Yeah, we're from Quebec, and also we're both like from another nationality, so we have like different accent mixed together. So it's not even, I don't even know what's my accent. It's like a mix of freaking Chinese and then like French and then like some weird ass Canadian English.
Hey, that's fine. How I mean, F, are you like in a similar situation as well?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Romania, so like when I speak French, people tell me I have a Romanian accent, and then when I speak Romanian, they tell me I have a French accent.
Yes.
And when I speak English, it's like I don't know.
I was waiting for you to say that, and then you said, I was like, yes, you are suffering the correct suffering. I'm gonna say though, like being from Canada.
Many people who, I think for many people who speak multiple languages, that's the case. Yeah.
Probably.
Canadians are just the maple syrup snow Mexicans of the British Army, and you can just accept that.
At least you're kind enough to give the American government workers pizza, after
good people.
All government shutdown crap. Let's not get into politics here, though. But
I love Canada.
Brilliant. I mean, but yeah, I think Nen myself can relate about the whole accent shebang. Although Nen is pretty much very British sounding.
I sound very British.
Yeah,
I'm not British at all. I mostly talk like this the moment I'm talking to people who are not British. Genuinely, like it's just I talk once you're not from here, I talk very weird, and I've noticed it. And I can't stop it.
do you even speak any? Do you even speak any other African languages?
Like 3 languages. What the fuck? One of them is French. I'm just.
Because British people mostly know how to speak French. So you guys can conduct the whole interview in French. I'll just sit out.
I just learned French as a kid. Also, they don't speak real French.
I'm
ready to throw hands.
I'm ready to throw hands. We can still speak French, like French. We can do it. I can't do.
I told
Nen
you,
himself is the
people of
culture
Quebec,
daddy.
people of Quebec are not ready for culture, man. High level French culture, like.
Okay.
I watched it.
Right.
I watched an
You
entire
watch
episode
what?
of Dirty Money that was about the maple syrup counterfeiting ring in Canada, which is insane. um, no, there is so
Are we
much to
talking about
this.
fake maple syrup and
Genuinely,
ring
give
for
me
it?
like 3 seconds. So maple syrup costs like 18 times the price of oil. It's $1,800 a barrel. And
Jesus.
yeah, and maple syrup fucking Jesus, no, maple syrup counterfeiting is an actual thing that people do, and there's an entire league around maple. There's an entire like federation that polices the maple syrup industry. Just go on Netflix. Just go pay for a Netflix subscription and go and watch Dirty Money and then watch the episode about maple syrup. It's amazing.
Oh God, Nen! Like, I mean, we're recommending shows on our show.
Yes.
Like, so let's move on to like other questions like from viewers as well. Like, so do the people working at Webtoon give you like a ballpark date for releasing, or do they let you take as long as you want?
They mostly give you like an approximate that you have to meet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's pretty. I don't have much information actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's still probably like a work in progress in terms of talking with the people over there.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep. I mean, I
Someone
want to
called me
keep
a
everyone
bean.
posted. Just watch the space, I guess. Everyone else. Yeah, I think then we're getting requests to like label our voices for future like podcasts. Like, can we throw that Discord? Can we throw that Discord like alert thing up there? Like, cause there is
sure,
a
give me a
widget
second.
where you can.
Let me do it.
Yep.
I do
4
everything
point like
now,
yeah.
Let's
Mhm.
see. So
You do everything. Yeah,
I do
Nen does a lot of things here.
yeah, Sophie's got my back. She works for the British government, so she kind of has to have my back.
You what?
They serve the queen, and I mean the queen is Lizzie is my babe. All right, so like they've got to do what
Nen, what?
I'm sorry, you just don't give me that. You're just sad because you were not graced by the beauty and amazingness that is Queen Liz. Genuinely,
I
people
had
call
10
her
years
that.
of that stuff, okay?
People
I had
call
10
her
years of
Queen
being
Liz.
in the UK.
Yes, and how was it? How did you enjoy serving under the queen?
Yeah, just a recap of some of the people who are late. The one and only dude sounded like a stuck up British thought is
Oh my god, you bitch.
the one dissing him is me, Kaz, and then the other two interviewees are Soph and F.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Soph, and then the one who hasn't spoken up yet is F. You will hear in time, like we're gonna be asking them questions like directly, and I will directly address them. So alright, so don't know if this was asked, but do you guys plan to change the story in any way for featured, or do you plan the plot as you go, or do you already have a final destination in mind? Let's start with F a bit, because F does most of the writing, but they work together on this, so yeah.
Well, of course we're gonna change some stuff for the featured version. We're basically just improving what we have what we have done. And we already know what the ending is going to be. But other than that, we know what we're going to do for season 1. And well, for the rest of the story, we're just going to decide once we get there.
Yeah. So, by the way, that was F talking. So, Soph, do you have any ideas of your own as well, for where this is gonna go?
Well, I'm on the same page then. We do everything kind of together, so yeah. We know. Yeah, we know where we're going.
Mm-hmm. Ship.
Jesus.
Okay. And what would you say to people saying, does it really take this long to make your webtoon, or it's already been 3 months? Do you really need more time? I think I think like, I mean, we've got like plenty of people here who understand and plenty of people who don't. So I thought it was an interesting question to like address.
Yeah, it takes. It's a very long process. Like,
Yep.
first start like drawing it, it's long as hell, okay? And then also we're working with editors, so we have to communicate everything to them so they understand what we want, and that takes like a shit ton of time. And yes, so it takes a lot. Like 4 months is not even that much. I think it's like the minimum enough to get everything ready.
Drawing takes a long time, and I think writing also takes a long time as well.
Yeah,
because we have to make sure everything makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and we
always the
also
hardest
have to
part.
plan everything beforehand, so that's why like just planning the whole like season took a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then I still have to write everything, so
And then
yeah.
there's always stuff like making sure
Life?
that
Real
No,
life,
there's
not life.
Yeah, but there's always stuff like making sure what do you call it? Stuff that you have happen to characters is logical in your universe.
Yeah.
Like my favorite thing from reading Purple Hyacinth is he pulled a sword out from nowhere.
Have you been watching?
I was reading it and I was like, you guys are so full of shit. I can see the sword in every frame. What are you talking
Is
about?
Is that a sword in your pocket, or are you just happy to see?
Get out.
Yeah, that was something.
This is why I
Oh,
can't be in your
gosh.
comment section. It's terrifying.
Yes. I was reading, and then it's actually like top comment, and I was like, damn, there's a lot of blind
Like,
people out
none
there.
the fuck.
I don't know. I just picture a gag episode like for April Fools where the sword is just drawn really, really large, like
Yeah.
bigger than the person.
Do it. Make it gigantic. Make the sword, the sword
Fucking
sheath.
good idea.
Yeah, make it kill someone. It's free. Take the idea. Do whatever you want with it. Don't
Yes, no
credit
speaking,
us. I
sir.
don't care. Just let them see. Jesus.
The
fucking Christ.
sword. Yes, got it. Will do.
Okay.
I read that
before
and
we
I had
get
a
to like
stroke.
before we get to talking about Purple Hyacinth itself, like, I mean, let's answer a question about like what inspired you to do the story, and yeah, just what inspired you to do Purple Hyacinth. Besides, you know, it's the contest is coming up.
I think F should answer that question.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Well, the inspiration comes from like many like TV shows or books that we've read. Well, yeah, I don't really know.
Okay,
I mean-
so we cannot tell you what. Okay, so we cannot tell you where the inspiration comes from because that would be like a spoiler. But
Ooh.
the idea comes from F. Like, she was the one that came to me in November last year, and she was like, "Yo, so I got an idea," and then I was like, "Hey, just shoot your idea," and she said it. It's from a TV show she watched back in the days, and the thing is, I can't tell you what it is. So, yeah,
Mhm.
there's that.
Yep.
So
And then Soph was like, I really want policemen in the webtoon, and was like, okay, fine, sure.
Yeah, because I
And
want
I was like, I
Castle.
really want assassins and murderers.
I want it.
so really likes policemen.
Yeah, like all the shows with cops, like detective shows, like American detective shows, like Castle, Bones, even like Spy Shows,
I
like
love
Shots.
those.
Like anime, like Detective Conan, or K-drama where they have like crime stuff going on, like Stranger. But all the K-dramas that have like crime inside, I love it. Like, I think cops are so badass. And then F, she loves blood. She just
If you and I are gonna be very good friends, I swear to God.
Evelyn
F,
loves blood.
when I
Is
draw
Effie
the
under it?
episode. Oh,
Like-
no, she's not. But when I draw the episode and I show it to F, so she confirms the stuff I draw, and she's like, "This is
Add
not
more blood.
Yeah, she's like,
Right.
"This is not enough blood."
She's correct. There is The human body has so much blood in it. People don't understand. Like,
and then like a few weeks ago, she watched The Alienist, and she was like, okay, so if I want you to draw a scene that I saw in it, I was like, okay, so what is it? Because I'm very weak with gore. And then I know it was gonna be very creepy, and she shows me like a picture of it, like it was like a drawing, okay? It was a drawing. It was a kid. It was like mutilated and like completely destroyed.
Oh no!
And I was like,
oh no!
I was like, did you draw that? It was kind of her style. And she was like, yo, does that look like I'm not that psychopath. Like I love blood, but I wouldn't draw this.
You know, I've never said this before on a stream, but I swear to God, you are the greatest person we've had on.
I think like I can picture F, like if F was doing like in a surgery or something like that, you know, she'd be like, oh, would you just look at that? Can you imagine F as a surgeon?
Like,
the funny thing is I'm going into med school, so like,
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna start.
She's gonna love it.
Literally, the next comic I'm writing has way too much blood in it. I'm just gonna be just messaging F with pictures and be like, "Is this enough blood to come out of a jugular? Please explain. Give me a 3.
Is that pretty? I mean, at least, you know, F is going to make sure that all like the reaction, physical, like, you know, reactions like depicted in there are, you know, accurate. So
accurate.
If blood's coming, if something's being cut out from, like, if an artery's being cut, you're gonna have like spewing blood properly, and you know.
I can't wait to learn that.
I'm so excited. It sounds
weird. To draw this like freaking webtoon, I had to do so much research on blood. Like, you know,
and then I'm just add more blood.
God.
You know, the trailer is like, I don't know if you remember, because like the trailer got removed because it got reported because I said tits in the description. Or like titties? I think I wrote titties. Anyway, so it got removed, okay? But for that, I redrew it, and then I was looking at pictures of blood, just like I was trying to understand how blood was working in the water and how it's how it works of blood. And I just look at blood all day.
I think the word blood comes up like 45 times in the script of the first chapter.
The word blood is everywhere in your
like when we talk to each other on Messenger, it's just like if you go like searching conversation type blood, it's just like everywhere. It's like full of just blood conversation.
Yeah. It's just the FBI. I feel like that's what the FBI has been waiting for. It's like, see blood everywhere. It's like, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Yo, sometimes I'm scared that like the cops or like FBI, whatever, they look at my search history in Google, because I search a lot about like how to kill someone without being like how can I poison someone but like not get noticed. And
like you're worried that they're tracking down your search history and going like, hello, is this possible?
And then I search stuff like how to kill someone with like cherry pits and stuff like that. And,
oh no!
Oh god, that's amazing. I have way too much respect for that. You don't even understand. I have an absurd amount of respect for that.
Let's give a summary of the webtoon Purple Hyacinth itself for people who have come in from maybe Lyfe but not read about it, or just some of our viewers who've just hopped on and not had the chance to like read it properly. Shame on you if you haven't. If it is a pretty good webtoon. Like it's not like top of like the rankings for no reason. So Nen, would you like to give that summary?
Oh, fair enough. Sure. So I don't know where to start, because I don't want to talk. I feel like if I talk about the reason why she's doing what she's doing, it's spoiling something. But there's a character.
I think our producers have helped. Our producers have helped with.
Did they give us a non-spoiler one? Oh, that's a good one. Great.
Yeah.
Purple Hyacinth. The scum of the earth have come together in the last decade, committing crimes and murders under the name the Phantom Scythe. Now, policewoman Lauren Sinclair, unable to simply let go of the unsolved Allendale Station tragedy, may even be willing to risk teaming up with the city's most notorious assassin in her attempt to find justice. Let's just hope that they don't kill each other first. Tonight at 11 on NBC News.
You know this is like, this is better than any summary we have written together.
Do you want it?
Feel free to steal it. Feel free to steal it
I
and
can
use it for the
copy paste
feature.
it for you if you want.
I already got it. I got a good document of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
shit!
yeah,
you have the
yeah,
link
yeah,
for the document.
Yeah.
Okay, which is good. So yeah, pretty much person on the side of justice. I mean, has to do a deal with the devil sort of.
Oh, that's great.
In a way. Okay. Right. So
I'm just gonna say that I really like the assassin purely because he is too damn good looking, and I couldn't hold myself back. I'm just gonna admit it. Like, I barely fangirl about anything, but I couldn't hold myself back. Like, it was just I saw him and I was just like, top quality.
this is how I imagine Nen, by the way. Oh no, he's hot.
That's everything.
There's a lot of work that went behind the design of the assassin.
It's good.
But mostly it's like she has some big ass I wasn't gonna say that word, but okay, she loves bad people. Like,
I see it.
F loves a bad boy.
Yeah,
right?
she loves bad boy.
F loves the Backstreet
She just loves
Boys.
And so I designed PH based on her taste. So I must say that she has a very good taste.
Her own web.
Yeah, like I just draw PH and I showed her some pictures and she's just like, oh my god, it's so Yeah.
Is it bad that when everyone started talking about F loving bad boys, I was just thinking of Uptown Girl? Like the whole time. This whole time I've just been thinking of the song Uptown Girl.
Uptown girl.
She be living in an uptown girl. And that's my singing talent. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So F is, I mean, into bad boys, but apparently F is also Titty's girl because of a shirtless Andrew in your first Q&A.
You're into bad boys with big tits.
That was so random. I'm so glad they didn't remove my Q&A though. They removed my trailer, but they didn't remove the Q&A.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, so back in the days, someone asked me to draw abs on Andrew. Mm-hmm. And then I'm not the type of person to, like, do fan service. Mm-hmm. I know that we're nice to have big fan service going on, okay? But I don't know, like, it's not me to do fan service. And then someone asked me to draw abs, and I was like, I showed that to F, and I was like, what the hell did I do with that? And she's just like, show them titties, girl. And then I just like, okay, gotcha.
So bad boys with good male titty.
Good.
F's got such a good reputation right now. It's amazing. She's like the bloody murderer. She loves bad boys. And titty girl. Yeah.
Oh god.
That's it.
Oh gosh.
F is she's the best guest we've ever had. I'm sorry, Sophie. It's just like, no, every time I meet someone who goes blood,
I'm so glad
great.
I brought her over.
Every time someone goes blood, great. I love blood.
Our producer also noted this, but someone else has also asked, so what place and time and period is the story set in?
Well, the story is not like set in like a real period. The buildings, the clothes, everything is really inspired from like the Victorian era and like the beginning of the 20th century. But it's really not historically accurate or anything.
Yeah,
it's just because the fashion in these years was like beautiful and we just like the buildings.
Basically mix everything. We mix everything together.
It's an alternate universe, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
You call it beautiful, and we call it horrible clothing.
What?
Sorry,
I heard
the dogs
dogs.
are excited. The dogs are
That
excited.
terrified the shit out of. I swear to God, Kaz, your dogs are Korean barbecue. Don't fucking push me.
Do you mind?
No, I don't mind. Thank you very much.
Sorry, would you like to repeat that? And you call it bark, bark, bark. It's not the answer.
You call it. Bark, bark, bark. Oh God.
But yeah.
We
But yeah,
call
pretty
it
much.
the worst clothes ever. Victorian era
Worst.
clothes are the saddest era of the British Kingdom.
I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of steampunk, like in
Yeah.
steampunk set things.
Yeah,
are,
there's
they
Yes,
definitely-
we-
like
we're
simple
going for-
inspiration and
I like
It's
it.
like steampunk, but without all the gears.
Yes, it's steampunk, but not shit. I really appreciate it. It's very
Thank
good.
you.
Steampunk is generally
Yay.
overhyped with the amount of gears going on. Like I get it, but come on, guys. Everything doesn't need a gear. Come on. Like
Okay. okay.
fucking gears.
Oh gosh.
Right.
Gosh.
Do you read?
What
Do
other?
you read Empiria? I don't know how to say the name, but Empiria.
Imperia.
Yeah, that's steampunk.
I think I had. Look, there's a massive list. I need to go on my. I need to look at my list. I know what I'm reading. I have like a list of like 200-300 webcomics, and actually it's more than that. It's like a couple. It's more than
Because
300.
Webtoon only lets you subscribe to a certain number.
Well, not just that.
That's
Also
kinda
because
stupid.
I read every comic that someone puts in the server. So if you put something in the comic repo, like part of the server, especially if you made it, I'm gonna read it. I've read most people's comics. I don't tell them what I
pretty
think
much.
about it, but it's the support. It's like I want to see what you make. I like seeing what people create. It's great. Even if it's kind of shit, like it's good to see someone has made something. You know, it's cool.
Speaking about like like what people make and whether and stuff like that. Is this the very first iteration of Purple Hyacinth? I think people want to know if you've guys have done this sort of story like elsewhere or not, or like in a
not
different
really.
form.
Like we really created this together,
Mhm.
and yeah,
It was a labor of
The
love.
contest was pretty good timing.
yeah. Like
Well, it was kind of too soon.
yeah, like at first we didn't want to start publishing in the summer, but then the contest came up, so like we
We just went with it.
You just went YOLO with it for the contest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're the
totally.
Swahili's. Go for it.
That's why people were kind of surprised that the story wasn't completely planned out. But we didn't have time to completely plan it out. We're just like, okay, I have a deadline to meet. Let's try to win this contest. So we just did it.
There's a question I've been seeing a
And-
lot. F, you were gonna say something?
No. I don't know. F, did you have something to say? Oh,
I don't know, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a question I've been seeing a lot, and you might as well ask. Why choose the hyacinth? Does that mean anything to you? Why choose a purple hyacinth more exactly? Does that mean anything to you? Or
It's meaningful for the story.
But we're not gonna reveal it.
cool? No, I meant not in the story. I meant personally.
Personally,
Personally, the reason why you as a person would go, oh, I want to use that flower.
okay, you know what happened with the flower? It's actually, I was the one that's the one like a flower for signature. It's because I think back in the days, not so sure, but I think that's it. I was reading Promised Neverland.
Oh, okay.
You know the new anime,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
was like reading the manga, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but that's like in the first episode, so it's not gonna be a spoiler. Or maybe, but there are gonna be murders, okay? There are gonna be people dying, alright?
Yeah,
And then
I've
when
read
people
it.
die, there's like a flower that's sticked on the body, and then it's like all red, like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
I get the blood.
Yeah.
So I think I got the idea from that. I love the fact that there was like flower on the corpse. So when we talked about like having the assassin, and I was like, I want him to have a signature, and then we were like, okay, let's have a flower for a signature. And then I went on the internet and I searched like a bunch of flowers, and I was like, okay, let's choose a flower, and then but I won't tell you why I chose.
Yeah. No, I get that.
because it's quite integral to the story. So I mean, I think some of you people who might know about like flowers a bit more, you might be able to understand where this is going. Don't spoil this. Whatever you do, you can make guesses, but don't spoil whatever. So yeah.
There was so
Anyway,
like
let's.
80% of your comment is flower language, and I swear to God. Oh my God.
I think the Japanese call it hanakotoba. Like they have a different like
Why do you?
thing.
She speaks like the exact opposite three languages to me, and it's always terrifying when she says something.
Yeah, because I speak Mandarin Chinese. I speak Malay, which is from Malaysia. I
Same,
speak some
same.
Japan. Yeah, I speak Japanese as well. でもまだまだだね。日本語
Oh, that's
So cool.
She's a weeb. That's it. She's a weeb. Like don't
Oh,
praise her for being a weeb.
Yes.
There's a question I saw.
Sorry,
Sorry, it's a question I saw, and I'm taking it just because I think it's great. Katie 122 said, I have a serious question. A woe or a woo?
I answered.
Which do you choose?
I answered.
Oh, did you? Where? Oh, uwo?
ooh, yeah, we
okay,
couldn't
ooh.
see so.
Because it looks like okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Because it looks like what? No, you don't get to fucking run.
Yes, I know where she's going.
No. It's a meme. It's a meme. My
Yeah.
brother sent to me, and it was like I don't even know if okay, so random. But I should like show it to you later. But okay, so it's a cow. Okay.
I knew where this is going.
Moo. The last one is ooh.
Oh, you like cows
So,
too?
yeah.
I see you're a woman of culture.
Oh, it's because my is a cow, and yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Wait, what? Say that again?
She's a cow. Like I am the whale and she's the cow.
Okay, fair enough.
Ah.
This makes more sense now. I mean, look,
Oh
all right.
gosh.
I won't ask you why she's a cow and why you're a whale, and you don't ask me why I have a folder with 75 pictures and drawings of cows from several artists. And we just let that go and move on.
Okay.
I remember Nen trying to commission people for
I
it.
did.
Like I think he
Carolus drew one for me. All right, Mai gave me one because Mai doesn't like me. She refused to draw one for me.
Wow.
I think I made
Nen,
Radar.
you are
draw
the
one for
cow.
me. Thank
Nen,
you.
you are the cow.
Radar drew one for me. I think I've gone.
That wasn't a
I've gotten
compliment.
Well, fuck you. This is what I
Okay.
suffer through. Please help me.
Nen, why didn't you try and ask them actual some other story or whatever questions?
Oh, I get to ask questions? Yay!
Well, the whole point is that you're supposed to be asking, not supposed to be watching for time as well.
That's true. My bad. Here are my handful of questions that I wanted to ask. For one, how do you feel about is your story gonna be long? And how do you feel personally about writing long or short stories every time you start a comic or something?
I really prefer longer stories because every time I start every time we start creating characters and stories, we always get I don't know, we're too creative, so it the characters we create are very complex, and the story too, so it takes a lot of time to really write everything we want to write. So writing shorter stories is really frustrating for me because I don't get to communicate all that I want, if it makes sense.
Mhm.
So that's why I prefer longer stories.
I don't know why, but that kind of makes us masochists because writing long stories are such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It's so complicated.
Yeah. No,
Just
you're right.
there's so many plot holes you have to go through, and then sometimes you just go crazy over it, and sometimes you get lost in your own story, and you have to be very ambitious to actually go for such a complicated story. But I don't know why complicated stories make me very motivated to
Yeah, same for
tell
me.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very much in the short story place,
Mhm.
because I like to explore all the different genres. So
Okay.
I don't. So like I said, I'm very into the blood. Blood is good. But more importantly,
Okay.
I drew a
You
really
put blood in comedy, put blood in romance, put
But
blood,
blood
in
everywhere.
drama.
Blood is basically
Yeah.
the Ubermensch of storytelling. So I just came from editing and writing a semi horror thriller comic with the person who drew all the art for us, called Zebra. And
she's amazing, by the way. I love how I look.
Yeah, she drew literally everything. You know, after writing that, I've now completely 180'd and gone from co-writing about a murderer to writing about cats. Exactly, because you can keep it really short, so you can like make a whole
cat
story.
murderers?
No, they're not cat murderers.
Oh no!
I should have written about cat murder. Fuck.
Do you know who like, you know? This duo, these two girls, they remind me of Adachi from Persona 4. Who wants to talk about murders? That is pretty much what is going through my mind right now.
Jesus. Like back in the days when we were playing the outline for Purple Hyacinth, I was doing so much like murder conspiracies. Like everything I was reading, like I would just misread everything, and then everything just turns out like murderers. Like everything just looks like, oh, I kill you, like there's blood. That's all I was thinking about.
Oh gosh.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
But like no, like typically I'm very like, I love comedy. I'm like a comedy person.
And
then
F,
the same. Yeah, and then F, she's like the drama. She's like a freaking sadist. Okay, like when I talk to her, and then she's like, like sometimes she comes up with ideas with the characters, right? And then like the backstories and stuff.
And I'm just like, let's make them suffer.
And it's, you know, I understand that like you need some good backstory for like readers to sympathize and stuff like that. Yeah. But like sometimes I look at F and I'm just like, that's a little bit far.
I mean, it's never too far if it's funny enough.
It's funny. It's just like, it's tragic. It's like,
gosh.
Yeah.
Let me just.
And
we're gonna say.
Have you seen like the cute? Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna say we're gonna save the rest of the questions that we've got from the chat for later. So don't think we're not answering you. By the way, just so you know.
And we only have so much time as well, and some of them like we might have already like covered, or others we think it might spoil, so we don't ask those questions.
Yeah.
So
if we can get extra
if you go to the if you go to the Q&A, like I think people have asked like, how did you like come up with like the plot? Like, have you got any advice for coming up with a good plot? The very first question that's answered is a meme that F came up with, and I think I want you to show it to these guys, like the viewers, like how to come up with.
We updated that. We updated that meme.
Wait, you updated it? Can you send me the meme? Can you send me the update?
Well, we have the conversation, but.
Okay,
I mean, you can show the original. You can show the original, and then we'll talk over it.
The original is fucking hilarious. I saw it and I died. I died a little bit. It was just like fucking power.
It's a masterpiece.
While we wait for Nen to like bring that up on screen, I think we should address like a few questions that we may few short ones like that may like can we get to the point. So somebody's asked if we can have gay couples and gayness in the storyline, and as an editor, I feel like you shouldn't put gay people for the sake of putting gay people.
Yeah,
but
like because we're making an entire video about that. As soon as the editor finishes the last video, I'm already writing one. But I'm writing one about why you just can't do that. You can't just like, if you shoehorn them in, it feels as ingenuine as hell. So like, if they want to do it, they're gonna do it. Don't ask them to do it because you think it shows representation.
Okay, can I just state the fact that we don't have we don't have any gay people in the Webtoon, so it's not gonna be a problem.
I'm saying more just
like we don't have any yet. Maybe there will be some at some point, but for now it's just not.
We actually don't mind at all, but like that wasn't in any of the ideas.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessary to the plot, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
pretty much. That's the best possible way of addressing the situation. No, it's just because like the past couple of days, it's just been a bunch of there's a lot of times you'll go to a comment and that's all you see. That's all you see is like, will there be the gays?
It's a thing now. Like it's all over Webtoons, like everywhere.
It's just like, will there be the gays?
I think it's also worth like mentioning that some people are just not comfortable with writing stuff that they don't think they really understand. Like, yeah, I mean, they know, like, you know, gay people are out there, they know the struggle, but they don't feel comfortable with taking on like writing a gay character because they're not sure they can do it justice. And I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's very legit, actually.
But some people are like, there's no homosexuality in this. It must be bad.
No. Okay, I have to tell you something, okay? Like, when I posted the first episode of Purple Hyacinth, and then I had, like, I was like...
Wait a second. Actually,
yes.
we actually really considered the ship of the Butler and De La Rocca. Like...
Wait, you genuinely
thought?
thought?
It was a freaking joke. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's not important. What I was gonna say, okay,
Strugglers.
like the first episode, okay, like the prologue or like the episodes, okay, and then I was reading through the comments, like it was back in the days, like Purple Hyacinth wasn't a hype back in the days. It was like 9,000 subscribers, and then I read a comment, and it's like, oh, that seems pretty interesting, but it doesn't have gay people, so it's so it's like it looks good, but since there's no gay people, then it just drops. I was like, what the hell? Like is having gay criteria to have a webtoon that is good?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit of a shame. Like
that disturbed me.
The big gay is something that you should treat that is good, and we should try to spread. But like, it's also like good to not take up a gay character or like an LGBTQ plus character and just like shove them in for the sake of representation. I'm doing air quotes. You can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes.
we need an air quote like animatic of Nen now.
This is
my
entire life.
Pay Zebra to do it. Air quotes Nen.
Oh god. You know, this is the entire podcast. I do something and everyone goes, Nen is a quirky guy. I just said words. I speak the people language.
Okay, who started with the gay conversation? It was actually a question that we had on in the chat, like who asked like
hey,
who asked that, like, let me just yeah. Lily Banmi asked, can we have some gay couples, some gayness in the storyline? We didn't like pull it out of nowhere.
Wait, say that again?
Nen, have you got the meme up?
Yeah, can you say that again? Can you say that person's name again? Please,
what, Lily banned me?
The way you said you're being self-conscious now. The way you said it before was very different.
No, are you thinking of something sick? Because I'm not going to humor
No, it's just the way you said it. Like you put on you went full Asian for like 10 seconds.
A Lily banned me.
Yeah, it was just you like
yeah, it does sound very Asian.
So here's the meme.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I mean, I speak Chinese, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wait, let me open the meme.
Please give us the meme.
Yeah,
look at that production value. Transitions, guys. So I mean, this is clearly accurate.
Oh,
I think
this.
F, do you want to have a mini explanation about it?
The requirements.
How to make a good plot.
Yeah, good plot. Badassness, some masks, tragic backstory. Maybe he died when he tripped. Maybe his father died when he tripped on a 1 penny coin. His father's really alive, and he was Abraham Lincoln the whole time. Like
what?
Quality story.
So what's changed since then? Like, what's changed in this meme?
Okay, so now we have a thing where we talk about spice a lot. Yeah, we just talk about spices and then put spice and stuff. And then
I'm just texting Soph like, how can I spice this up?
Can you please add some spice? And then what changed from this meme? You know, like
that's a spicy
the meme, the gif of the Italian guy with the salt.
Yeah, I know. What's wrong with you? Why do I love this so much?
She asked me to like put some spice in the script or something because like she thinks it's very boring. So I was like, okay, I got you. And I take over the script and I work on it. And then I started over, and she's like, "Whoa, that's good." And I was like, "Yeah, I put all the spice I could." So I just sent that GIF, just like this salt. I just do this salt.
Yeah.
That's a new meme.
Everyone knows the
no.
best spice is just put.
There's
right-
also like the meme with the, I don't know if you've seen it, but the meme with like the that's saying like what the Black Mirror writers look like.
Hang on, I need to see this.
Okay, I'll send you over.
That's like the most accurate representation of Soph and I.
Yeah. It's the one from everyone, all the people here probably watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's that scene in Always Sunny in Philadelphia where I can't say the name correctly, but where I think it's Charlie is looking at that board with all the lines, all the red lines connecting each other, and he's like, I can see the pattern.
Oh god.
Let me send you the meme.
I added
If I find
Ephemerys.
it.
Ephemerys. It's
You
funny,
can
I added you
continue
on
with
Discord, and I only
Yeah,
added
let's
you on Discord.
continue with like at least like one of the questions.
Yeah.
What any of the emotional struggles and motives in the story, anything that you guys relate to, or you guys just exploring with this story, or any personal experiences that went behind shaping the characters?
Well, honestly, personally, I really relate with Kim and William, but like we're going to see more of these characters later. So for now, we don't really know what I'm talking about, but definitely William is like, yeah, it's totally inspired from like true
Your
story.
own.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Soph?
Yeah. What?
what
Oh, about
about
me?
you?
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was like,
What, do you just identify with the butler? Is that it? Is that it? Thank you. All right, we have the answer we needed. Let us move on.
Okay, I was gonna say I relate to the leader. Like, okay, so you guys don't know anything about the leader, but it sounds like a joke. But like, it's actually the leader has a lot. He's a very complex leader.
There's gonna be like a lot of deep shit with. Like,
So I kind of
fuck.
wrote like his motives and stuff based on like stuff that
Just
I experienced.
one quick second. I just need to say something. Kira, I accidentally banned Kira. My bad. I meant to time someone else out. I'm just gonna say
You can
apologizing.
you can unmute them.
I unbanned them and I think I unmuted them. I don't know if the timeout goes out. I'm just gonna say I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was a misclick, but
Don't
yeah.
hate me.
No, I knew what I knew that they said. Yeah. Yeah, we may segue into other topics in this stream, but it is pretty much focuses about these streamers. So don't like ask for like this kind of like.
Kaz got told something she didn't like, and she doesn't know how to handle it, and I think it's adorable.
What?
I just the way you look to her, you're just like, look, I don't know the words exactly for it, but don't talk about me. I mean,
But, dude, I have to like coordinate like a few
I know.
over here.
I just
Do
think
you
it's
mind?
really funny.
Okay. Yeah. So there we go. Have you said anything yet? Not sure yet. Oh, okay.
What?
what Black Mirror writers look like? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate.
yeah.
And that is how I imagine, like, you know, Soph and F talking about them. You
should show the picture on.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to download the Charlie meme. I have too many memes on my computer.
So what is it? So this Hugh, did you fart? Oh no.
That's Damien. Damien did that.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, the love advice of the Great Duke of Hell versus.
Oh yeah,
God.
great webtoon.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's Damien?
We're trying to get him on, by the way, aren't we, Nen?
I mean,
Did you slide into his DMs?
We already did. I told him, and he said yes, and he's great.
Also.
Yeah, like he knows. He's my boy. Like we're from Europe.
We seem to be doing well this year. Like, I mean, last year the people that we interviewed, a lot of them ended up doing a lot more. Like, yeah, a lot of them ended up doing quite well. Like, I mean, and like either they moved on to featured or they're working with like some pretty good people. So I mean, Isaki is like moving to featured, Michi's moved to featured, and
Sophie, a lot.
Sozu's moving to featured, yeah. And then Kari's working with Meriwether as well. And then like, yeah.
Wait, where is he?
That's art, like that's pretty much artist's depiction of what Black Mirror writers look like and
Yeah,
what
this
F and
is
Soap look
F
like
and
when
Soap.
discussing
You know,
shows.
like F, she actually has a board in her room, like a detective board, and she has like, I don't know if she did it, but like, it was supposed to be like where she puts like all the on how to find the leader and like everything on the board, and I can just literally take a picture of her doing that.
I mean, do you have string as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like if she didn't have string, I'd be disappointed. Not gonna lie, like straight up. Oh God.
Yeah. Can we show them the love advice?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm getting to that one.
Oh God. I kind of love it. Like, I mean, since like joining the contest and all that, how many of like the Webtoon creators like you regularly get to speak to or like trade notes with and stuff like that?
Actually, like,
Oh my god.
F, she's not talking to many creators. Like, it's more, I'm more like on the public side, and I talk to so many people. I don't even believe how many people I've talked to. Like back in the days when I was joining Lyfe, I was pretty much on my own. Like I wasn't talking to anyone.
Yeah.
And then Picardo happened. I was like streaming on it, and I met a lot of people on it. From the contest, like all the creators kind of just like jammed together.
Dude, like,
and
yeah.
I can count up to like 30-ish people that I talked to, and many of them moved to feature. And what's nice is that like from the contest, we all aim to get featured. Though like only Saki kind of won the 8 contenders, but we succeeded at getting featured in the end. So I think that was great.
That was good.
I think it's
I think
it's probably important. Sorry, go on then.
Jesus Christ.
It's this lag. It's this lag. I tell you.
That was fine. Yeah, it's probably the lag. What do you call it? I think the greatest part of, because someone even asked, how do you make Webtoon creator friends? As someone who has only created like one Webtoon, you make Webtoon creator friends by just waiting.
Waiting?
Yeah, you just wait and then you stumble across them and you're like, hey, Saki, do you want to sing Despacito on my stream?
Despacito. Yeah, that's kind of how we got Isaki to come on. Like bless her. Like Isaki was like, I don't know about my English, and then now she's done she's done 2 shows, like including ours.
Yeah.
And she sang Despacito on our stream for everyone, and she's
beautiful.
She's great.
It's so great.
Isa is amazing.
Or like you get Carolus to come on your stream, and you're like, "Hey, Carrie, can you say Kia?"
Well, the thing is, like, you kind of had like an unfair advantage because I'm Kari's editor. So
I know, yeah. I mean, unfair advantage, schmunfair advantage. Yeah, I used that reference. Like it was legit, legit enough. It only has Despacito's you for people, but having Isaki sing it is heaven.
Oh yeah.
How dare you?
Totally,
Despacito
man.
is life.
No, like, cause Isa, she's so cute that if she sings Despacito, it's like, it's so good.
So to me, I mean, but so like general advice, like making Webtoon creator friends is like, I mean, obviously Webtoon creators come like all sorts of like personalities and stuff, but they're quite dedicated to the craft, and it helps to be able to talk like the same language. I mean, you can be a fan and also like respect the work, but like, I mean, at the same time, I find that many of them don't like being put on pedestals, so they can
no one likes being put on a pedestal. As a creator, I think it's it just feels weird.
You can talk about the comic making process. You can talk about like, I mean, this story of like, I mean, I think open-ended questions for this, I mean, to them, like, rather than stuff that's like yes, no, seems to work a lot more. Also,
you need to like, if you want to make friends that are Webtoon creators, or you want to convince people like Sophism, who barely types on Discord, to show up on your podcast, the best way to do it, the best and most effective way to do it, is just kind of like drop a message and fuck off for like 3 weeks. It worked for me.
You effed off for 3 weeks.
Like, I messaged her and she doesn't reply anybody except F. So I messaged her, and then I was just like, I was first like day I was like, this kind of feels weird. And the next night I was like, you know what? It's a waste of my time to stress.
I
Fuck
didn't
this.
know.
I'm gonna leave this and come back later.
Let me go.
Then ignored.
I don't ignore you, but I don't go on Discord because everything's muted on my Discord because there's so many servers and it's spam all the time. So
you know what you should do? Leave the servers you don't talk in. It's crazy technology.
But they do have sometimes they have useful information I can just stalk over, so I stay there.
so she doesn't think about like so she like goes on every now and again, binges the information, and then doesn't log on to Discord. That is how it works for some people. Then you can't expect everyone to be on all the time.
Look, all I'm saying is
normally I'm okay. I was responsive, but now that I'm working with editors, I'm kind of like I kind of disappeared from social media. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I mean, because if I think if the both of them are on social media a lot, like the webtoon's not gonna get made.
Oh, we were thinking to create like a meme page just for like Purple Hyacinth. You know, like there's so much shit going on between us when we chat we say so many stupid
just put
stuff
at the
that
end
I
of
think
every chapter. It makes so much.
It needs to be shared. Like,
a meme page, yeah.
Do what Devin Bosco Lee did. I think it was Devin. I forgot who. At the end of his comic, he put a side comic called "Where Detergents Meet," which is this thing. It's a whole comic about like where tangents meet, but it's just memes and pointless jokes, and he did it for like 4 weeks, and those were the greatest 4 weeks of his comic.
great.
He's a great writer, but don't get me wrong, but it was beautiful. Like, just do that. Just at the end of everything, just put all the chat you have.
We do need to move on a little bit, and then later we might have to, wrap up as well soon because we've already been online for almost 2 hours, haven't we?
We need to get to
High Lady of the Night Court is asked, if the Purple Hyacinth characters had pets, including the butler and the dead guy. Well, that's pretty generic. What would it be? What would the pets be?
I think for Lauren it would be a cat.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Kim it would be a dog. Just
no. Kim needs to have like a goat or something. Like casually just having a goat in your house, like I have a goat, you know? Yeah. That's for Kim. William, I don't know. I'm not an animal fan. Like I don't think about this kind of stuff. Don't my dog is annoying right now. Yeah. PH. Okay, I'll come back. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be back. Ask F questions. I'll be back.
Okay, F, you are currently the editor-in-chief of this comic. Can you please tell me what animals you would get? Don't worry. Even if she says something else, anything you say from now will be canon.
Just off the top of the head.
Okay,
zebras.
Okay.
So we've had a cat, we've had a goat. The Purple Hyacinth killer, what kind of pet?
Tricky.
Good question.
I don't think she should have a pet.
Oh,
I mean,
don't think that.
Murderers deserve love too. What the fuck?
Well, you know how like generally psychopaths they started doing the murders on animals.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Look, all right. If
I think the killer.
I had like a whole joke,
I
couldn't go through it. I'm sorry.
I think the killer should have like a bunny as a pet because he's just like a cute, misunderstood sweetheart.
Also, you can just
get Moe.
Yeah. Also, even if you kill one rabbit, you can buy like 100 of them for like $1.
Yeah.
Good point.
I don't know. I understand some killers who have like pets like reptiles, like snakes or something like that, or spiders, but that's yeah. Gosh. God, we got more questions than we have like time for.
All right,
like goodness.
We don't have time for the questions, but we should try to get to the rating section.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that what you were gonna say?
We should try to get a rating section, but let me like randomly pick another one.
All right.
Like
Soph, is that what you were trying to say? Is that what you're trying to
I
say?
was like, let's skip the animals one.
Okay.
What animals
I think stuff last one, but don't forget you can always keep continuing like the conversation with I mean, I'm sure the authors eventually will have like, I mean, are the Q&A opportunities? I mean, that's later down the line, and then there's always like, you know, Discord and stuff like that. And yeah, so Ev and Soph, do you guys read any other webtoons, and what are your favorites?
Love advice.
Love advice. The Great Duke of Hell. Yeah.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much it.
You mean you don't have other friends like you want to recommend? Oh no!
Oh, how offensive.
I mean, I have a lot. It's just gonna take the whole rest of the time.
I have a comic I think is a good recommendation. Unordinary. It's a great recommendation. I think everyone should read Unordinary at least once.
Then I know you're being sarcastic.
Yo, don't do that, man.
No.
Nen is being really sarcastic, and this is where we stop. Like, I mean, going any further about that because I know Nen will go on the rant.
That's when you mute him and you kick him out.
He owns the server.
Oh,
I own everything. I'm God.
Overlord. He's Overlord. But yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But what genres though? Like, I mean, if you guys were to narrow it down, like to a few that you guys like to read on Webtoon.
Oh, there's also like Dr. Frost.
Yeah,
Dr. Frost.
That was really good.
Okay.
Somebody also asked.
Freaking Romance is, I think it's my favorite one for the moment. I also read like I Love You, obviously.
Okay.
And True Beauty. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh,
I don't
True Beauty is good.
Yeah, I don't read that many webtoons, honestly.
Have you read the BTS webtoon?
I did like.
How could you miss the fact there was a BTS webtoon? It's like,
before the podcast started, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about this, but I've been talking about this for the past 3 days, so I'm just gonna like shut up now.
Oh,
all right. Mrs. Hirahara's wig is like the.
we need to get to the rating, and then we can go.
Yes, we do. Which I'd like to throw up. So just for the people who never watched our show before, it's beginning with Hiseki's episode, like Hiseki who I mean draws and writes Echo. We introduced like a gag rating section where we get like the guests to rate some things out of 10, like in a particular category. So Hiseki's was rating boobs. We had Issa rate young, I mean like, you know, cute boys like Shotas. Yes, we had Issa rate Shotas.
Issa likes some young. Go on.
We had I think. Sorry, go on. Issa likes them young. What?
No.
What the hell? We had who do we have? We had Merryweather, and we got him to rate like some devils or succubi as well. I mean,
yeah,
like,
he just generally
kind of, like,
rated content, and he was just like, content is good because content is good.
he rated. So what have we got for Soph and F to rate again then?
We got detectives and criminals because I'm not original.
Canadian.
Okay, so roll out the first candidate for rating.
The first one we have is Bandersnatch Cummerbund and his assistant in the show Sherlock. Do you like this?
Rate them out of 10. Let's start with F.
I don't know.
He's just Sherlock Holmes.
You can give like a whatever rating and like in arbitrary reasons. It's a huge gag segment. Like Issa gave like, I mean.
Can I start though?
Yeah,
go for it, Soph.
Okay, I gave like a 10 on 10 for like the mustache.
Oh yeah, mustache. Oh, I appreciate
the mustache would just like steal the show completely.
True.
Like it just stands out.
That does too. So yeah, I would give him a 10 on 10.
19 on 10. Yeah.
Well, we dock one. I think Nen just docked 1 point casually because no one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. 19 out of 10 because mustaches are fucking.
It's like, you know,
You shrink the text.
Shrunk it. It's
You know the
why-
show like Murder on Orient Express?
Yeah.
The movie? Not the
Yeah.
show, the movie. And
Yeah.
like the freaking mustache is so huge.
I
Reminds
appreciate
me of
it.
that.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next one then?
Oh wait, let me just make sure I'm clicking on the right bit. Conan. It's Conan.
Oh,
my
yes!
God.
Rate
Oh,
this
boy.
rate this person out of 10.
Okay, actually, like myself, I'm like a big fan of this show.
Yeah.
So I'm like totally biased as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, Michi's
I'm
here.
sorry.
Michi has seen Legal Shota. Michi runs in.
Oh no. Michi.
Yes, my boy!
I forgot.
I think what was it like Issa in the past has dot points because this person is too angry or not angry enough. So she's got like really funny reasons for docking
Michi
points.
sees Shota. Michi says words. What is your rating
So-
of the Shota?
Where's Issa when you? Oh, she's probably asleep because it's Europe.
Yeah. But,
Rate out of 10.
-2.
-2. Oh god.
-2.
No, I just saw -2.
Yeah, definitely 20.
20. All right,
It's
20
what?
out of 10.
Yeah. Like,
Over
I was
9,000 out of
when I was,
10?
like
You know, like,
really young, but I don't remember anything, but I remember that I liked it a lot. So yeah.
you know, it's
Don't,
like,
don't forget though, Conan is technically a teen, so it's fine.
Okay, the thing is with Kona is that Kona is my inspiration for like why I love bombs. Like, you know, in the movies they always have like bombs, just like so.
Please
Freaking
grow up and
excited.
end the series out of 10.
Oh no, Michi!
And then yeah, that's why I love bombing stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of bombing. That's why there's a train station bombing. So 20 out of 10 for the bombs that inspired me. Yeah.
So basically,
I
this show
wanted-
is the bomb.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I wanted assassins for this weapon, and Soph wanted bombs. So
Yeah. You know, like when we talked to the editors, and the editors was HB. He was like, "Okay, so can you tell me what you like, so we can try to incorporate with that?" So I was like, "I like bombs." And then it was so awkward. And
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to
Okay.
change
Alright,
the
next one.
Yeah.
Next one. Yeah.
This is Jack Nicholson's Joker. Which is
Oh,
it's
Brilliant's
a less
great.
it's a less known Joker, but it's a really nice Joker, and it's the only one without blood on his face. So I was thinking about you, Sophie. So when you
Rate out of 10.
he's generally still just the same Joker, but he's bait. So what do you think about Joker? Give me your rating out of 10. Maybe you like that smile. Everyone likes that smile.
I like the Winkles.
She like them all.
Like they're very pronounced and it's very easy to study the anatomy of the face.
That
Spoken
is-
like a true artist.
that is
Spoken like a true
Michi.
artist.
All right, so I'm gonna put that. All right, and then
Wrinkles out of 10.
Wrinkles on Life.
Out of 10. F, what do you think?
68 on 10.
What's that?
16 out of 10?
No, but like there's like 68 out of 10. What? Anyways, no, but I would give him like 9 on 10 because I really liked his performance, but I still love like the Joker played by Ledger more. So
Rip Ledger, yeah.
yeah.
9 out of 10 performance from F. From
Yep.
So serious.
Okay. Right, next. Then how many have you
this
got
is-
to rate?
I've actually got like 6. We're halfway through.
That's
This
a
is
lot.
Lupin. I was
Oh.
bored. All right, you always complain when I don't bring
Oh.
enough. It's Lupin.
Oh,
Oh, fun
Yep.
fact. Considering I've only been dropping fun facts the entire time. What's the name of that movie again that he's in? I forgot the name of the movie. Does anyone remember the exact name? The Castle
I
of
don't know.
Cagliostro or whatever. The movie he's in, for the Studio Ghibli movie he's in, has a video game. Has an arcade video game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cagliostro. That has an arcade has an arcade video game, and it came out in the 90s, on the 80s on Laserdisc, and nobody has played it in a while because it got discontinued. But we have a video game with Studio Ghibli art. from like the 80s.
All right, rate out of 10.
Well, I don't know him, but
Just based out of look, so what do you think of this personality just from the look?
okay,
You
I
can-
would
you
give
can rate it
him like 11 out of 10 because of his sideburns.
The what?
Sideburns.
Wow.
Is that a cap with sideburns or whatever it is, like sideburn look out of
It's just his hair.
sideburn look wins.
It's no cap, it's his hair.
Lupin is actually one of the most chill criminal I've never watched. He just trolls everyone. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
pretty much.
You know when I look at everything, I have like this artist mindset. So the first thought I had with this was like, that's very fucking nice foreshortening, and then the clothes are very nicely pronounced. That shows the shape of the arm.
This is how you analyze people. It's just Sophie going, I'm going out looking for a date. He has really nice, well-defined eyebrows. It must have been done with the right color shader. Beautiful.
All right. So out of 10, Soph?
9. 9, because it can be better. Yeah.
All right, next.
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna delete it. Fuck it.
Not
No.
good noggin.
Alright.
Okay.
Detective Pikachu.
Oh my god. I didn't.
Oh god.
Is the movie out yet for this?
No, but it's here. I
Oh.
have pictures of it. Stop asking questions.
Okay.
I sound like a dick.
Okay. Out of 10.
I think it's very creepy.
What?
Creepy out of 10.
I was gonna say that it's like so cute. Oh, it deserves 10 out of 10.
Okay, one says it's cute and the other one says creepy. Okay.
Creepy cute out of 10 then. Also Ryan Reynolds, so
Yeah,
No,
Ryan
I'm
Reynolds.
not the evil one. F is the evil one. She's the one who loves blood.
Which one of you just called this creepy?
Because it reminds me of a movie I watched when I was a kid, and that fucking traumatized me. So anything that looks like a real puppet and that moves, I'm
then pick one last one to
Alright.
rate.
Cool.
We don't have that much time now.
Batman.
No.
No.
oh.
Who's playing this Batman? Like, why does he's not
This
he's not
is
Christian Bale.
Adam West. I'm Adam West.
No,
Okay.
9 out of 10 or what?
No.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Um,
knows how many men
I
has.
think Batman are scary. Like the Batman.
Look at this.
Scary out of 10.
No, like when I was a kid and there was like a Batman movie disc we had, and it seems just so creepy. I just never watched any Batman movie.
Jesus
In my
Christ.
life.
Not even the George Clooney one. The
No,
George Clooney
none.
one was so sick.
George Clooney.
None.
You know what the greatest part of George Clooney one is? His neck wasn't. The neck of his suit was like stiff, so he couldn't actually turn his head. That's why Batman, like his entire body in that movie, has to turn around every time he's looking at something.
Aw. So, nah out of 10 or scary out of 10. So, scary out of 10 is Soph.
Yeah.
If you look real close,
Yeah,
you can see
well-
Batman's nipples.
What's F's
I really
rating?
think that his eyebrows and his eyebrows are really cool, but I don't understand his nose. Like,
The marking.
what the fuck is this?
Yo, we should have those masks for the police, you know?
Oh my god, yeah. They really should have eyebrows. Like, no mouth, not anything, just eyebrows.
Eyebrows out of 10 for the
Yeah.
mask. Oh god.
Oh,
Gosh,
yeah.
I think- Oh god, I think that's pretty much all the time we have. God,
That
we
is all
we
the
really did go over, but it was so but everyone seemed to have a lot of fun, so that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
We've had a lot of you we had a lot of you like coming on there. Nen, do we have another like sponsor message at the end for this?
Oh yeah, I do have some things to say. One, we I was trying to formulate the sentence in my head. There is a video coming on the Webcomics Hub YouTube channel in a couple weeks, not in a week, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. It's gonna take a lot to edit because we're trying to fit all the stuff around. But we do make videos. It is coming soon, so like look forward to that. And it's about superheroes. I don't say the thing I was gonna say. People who know I was making the video thought I was gonna talk about that comic. I'm not allowed to really verbally mention, but you know the one I'm talking about, Kaz. So I'm not going to be talking about that one in the video because I just couldn't find anything to say about it, but it will still be interesting. And working on other stuff, Kaz is going to find time in her busy schedule to finally make the Zero to Hero webcomic tutorial.
Not a tutorial about typesetting. Yes,
yeah, typesetting.
For a lot of people who don't realize that. I mean, their typesetting they've got really good art. I love this story, but their typesetting really breaks the immersion and it sort of like brings down the quality of the comic.
I feel like I need to watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and
really. Yeah. I do like sometimes occasionally privately stream as well, but I mean depending on my schedule. But but I will find time to like get like a sort of a quick primer on like how to like stack your balloons and like and like how to place elements and stuff like that, and things you should know, like really simple tweaks that the minute you know them, you can just keep applying them and the comic will be a lot like better now. I've done this for like at least 10 different people already.
Indeed. So she's
10,
a pro.
10 separate occasions. Like since I've started becoming a freelance editor, I've talked typesetting a lot, pretty much a lot. Like broken record.
She's experienced, so we're trying to get her to make a video, and she can. We will be making more content. We will be trying to get maybe another stream on every month because we can only do these once every 2 weeks on a Saturday. So that means the next one will be on the 2nd of February. The next one will be on the 2nd of February, the same time with Super Salad. So also look forward to that. Thank you for showing up, everyone. Thank you for spending your time here. Thank you for, listening to Soph tell us about how she lost her eye virginity.
I'll have to rewatch
this is
that.
Misunderstand it. Oh my god.
And also F talking about blood.
Yeah, F talking about blood. If you like what we do, if you like what we make, and you want to support us, please.
Why is this so? Okay, sorry.
If you like what we do, you like what we make, and if you like what we do, you like what we make, and you want to support us, either do !donate in the Twitch chat, or just go to the description below on the video on YouTube, and you can either donate our stuff through Stream Elements, or you can join our Patreon. We only have a $1 tier right now because we're trying to consolidate and not promise more than what we can give. So if you do want us to do more stuff like this, please consider supporting us. And a round of applause for our wonderful guests.
Also to our producers as well, and editor as well, like Scarlett and Ink. They've helped us, like they pretty much help us, like put the show together and promo and Zebra too.
And our artist, Zebra, who basically draws everything on here. Thank God
makes
for her.
Us look pretty good.
Yeah. It's 2019 and we're ready to go for it. But till the next podcast, I've been Nen.
I've been Kaz, and and
you two have been you two.
And don't forget to check the socials out, by the way.
Yeah, check the socials out.
Where can people, even though they might like be busy working on the comic.
Thank you so much for all.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thank you for saying something finally.
You just kept talking, so I was like, okay.
Okay, just real quick correction for everybody. My name isn't New. My name isn't Ned. My name is Nen. Nen. Please get it correct. Excuse me. Okay.
But we'll catch you in 2 weeks, and watch this space for other updates. See y'all, guys.
Yeah. Join the Discord,
Bye-bye.
get the Patreon, follow us on Twitter, join us on Instagram. Hey. Whoa, Mosabox gives us free stuff. Yay. No, he doesn't. I want free stuff. Shit.
But he sponsors us.
Yeah, he does. Make sure you go on Mosabox's site. If you're on YouTube, please remember to check that description for all the links that we need, because it's not in the chat because the bot is shit. I will fix that for the next stream.
If you missed what we did, we will be uploading the stream on YouTube, and Twitch also saves this for about 2 weeks.
Actually, it's going on to YouTube in about 2 seconds as soon as I stop the stream. So it will be on YouTube, be available on YouTube for you to watch at your leisure. We will be making a highlights video for this as soon as we can. So also look out for that. Thank you very much for all your time. Goodbye.
Thank you for coming.
Hey,
Thank
F,
you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. F. God damn it.